Hi, everybody. I just decided to go live. When I was editing my video, I'll probably have to say this again, so I'll just wait a second for people to get in here. I hope everybody doesn't mind if I'm vaping. Oh, maybe I'm not allowed to do that. What time is it? 8:37. I should have some people get on here. Checking my makeup. So, well, when I was editing, for those of you who are going to watch this later on, which I've come to realize a lot of people do watch these later on, I have a hard time getting through live streams just because, watching people when they read the comments and you don't really know what the comments are. And then you just hear people going, yeah, 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 yeah. And so that's hard for me to watch. And if you guys notice, like I try my hardest not to do that when I'm doing live streams, that I try to like read the comments out loud and then sometimes if they get overwhelming or whatever, but that doesn't usually happen. I usually just stop what I'm doing, take my time, go through the comments, read them all. Sometimes if I read something and I don't really get it, then I'll like realize I didn't get it 10 minutes later. If I don't get it, I'll just like glaze over it and I don't realize that I didn't get it until it comes up later on in the conversation. So anyways, I'm just going to give people a few minutes to get on here. Baby, sweet angel. My sweet babies. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is stuff that I haven't filmed with yet. And I'm actually wearing the charmer on my eyes today, which I think it might be the first time that I've ever filmed or done a look with a palette before I filmed a Pop This Palette's Cherry. I just was like compelled to use it, and I've had it for a couple of days and I just was compelled to use it. And so this is the look I did for my live stream on my Patreon today. And it is cute. And I didn't really like it at first. I've come to realize I don't really, sometimes like my beauty lights don't necessarily do the look justice in my own eyes. Like when I'm looking in the mirror and my beauty lights are shining on my looks, they don't look as beautiful as what they look like in real light. And so I was like having a hard time with this one. And then I saw it in real life or in real light and loved it. So it was all brown, and then I put this pink on there, and I was kind of like indecisive of whether or not I really thought it looked good. But then when I got in natural light, it looked amazing. So I'm just going to touch this up, not because I need to. It's actually 8:30, but since I'm waiting for people, what if nobody gets on? That's always the fear when you go live. I don't know. I'm doing a hump it or dump it, so I don't know if people will get on here in time. If nobody gets on here in a few minutes, I'll probably just shut it down because the point is for us to discuss the new releases. If I don't have anybody to discuss it with, I'll just get off. Get off. Damn, I really like that color now. It's so cute. Hi. I wasn't sure if it would be a good idea to do a hump it or dump it live because it's going to be kind of rudimentary because I'm just going to be like showing pictures on my phone, and my background kind of looks crappy when I have my laptop on. But So here's the reason why I haven't filmed anything, because I noticed when I did my last video, hi, honey, I was hoping you'd get on here. So when I filmed my last video that I uploaded of all the palettes that I have that I packed, um, I noticed the sound quality of my video was pretty shitty. And as you guys know, I've talked ad nauseum about how much I hate bad sound quality in videos. And so I felt kind of embarrassed because it just sounded a little tinny. And I'm not sure, sorry. I just had some Doritos in my sandwich, but I just want to make sure we're all clear there. I'm getting some things done to make the room that I'm in a little more sound efficient, and I can't tell. Listen, honestly, I kind of thought it was like, I don't really know what time it is where anybody is, and I know it's a weeknight. No, you're totally good. And honestly, I kind of considered maybe not getting on here and doing this. I mean, what do you think? Should I do a Hump It or Dump It live, or should I just film it tomorrow? I don't know. I just wanted to get on here and talk about makeup a little bit. There's a lot of really, like, I don't know. I feel like I just have a lot of stuff to talk about, but I could do a video and edit it or whatever. Honestly, I don't know. I just didn't know if it was a good idea. And it's a weeknight and it's 8:43, so it's probably like 10 something where you are, right? Like, I could stand to just jump off if no, but you want to know what? I was like, "Hey, bros, when is this coming out?" I'm like, come on. And they responded later on. They said, um, "We're thinking it's going to be at the end of the month. We're making the PR now, wink." And so I'm hoping that means that I'm going to get it in PR, because I'm actually kind of counting on it, because I just am. I'm kind of counting on that I'll get that palette in PR. So there's a couple things that I'm hoping I get in PR as far as like new releases go. I'm really hoping I'll find out, because I don't ever know what unearthly stuff I'm going to get. And so I missed the first launch of the Spring Magic, and it is a bundle. Normally, I get the palettes that are not in mystery boxes, and so I don't know how this is gonna work, and I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but I'm hoping that I do, because I just got my Charmer palette. I made the second pre-order, and I just got it. So as far as like filming goes, I just hope that I hope I can get I hope I can get the Spring Magic faster, because if I order it right now, it's going to be probably quite a while because it's the second pre-order. So I don't know. I'm holding out with hope that I'm going to get it in PR, because if I am going to get it in PR, it'll probably ship out when the first pre-order ships out, which means I'll get it soon, which means I can get looks up when people are really excited about it. And dude, I really love that palette. I'm really super bummed that I missed the pre-order, but like I had a lot going on. So I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. I just don't know where I know for my personal self, I definitely want that glowy blush palette. So anyways, that's just where I'm at. I was going to kind of talk about it in this video. I was going to talk about that. So first of all, I'm going to show you guys what I have. Just saw Amanda upload a video. I know, they were so cute. It's so cute. So I got the Charmer palette and I unboxed it on my Patreon, because I was going to film it, unboxing it, and then my cats chewed up my cord. So I had a massive cord problem because I couldn't find the right cord. And I ended up having to pay $55 for a cord to replace my laptop cord, because I'm fucking dead in the water without my laptop. And my laptop was like, the battery was going dead. And I had an appointment today that was online and I had to do some shit. So anyways, yeah, it actually really pisses me off. Like $55 for just the cord. I could have ordered it off of Amazon, but then that would have been 2 days from now. I don't know. There was other things I could have done. I could have filmed my live stream on my phone, but it's kind of hard to film a live stream and then put it on your Patreon on your phone, just because of the way that interface, I guess is what you call it, is like, it just doesn't quite cut it. So anyways, yeah, so I unboxed this on my Patreon because I couldn't wait to film with it. And I was going to film a thing, but then, like I say, my whole morning got caught up. But look at how cute this is. Damn. And this is the look I did on my Patreon today with it. So cute. So anyways, now I'm kind of feeling like I should do my hump it or dump it and just film it tomorrow. And so I can have all the pictures up and everything. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to talk to you guys about new releases. Like, what are the new releases that you are loving? So I also got the Weird Vibes palette, and it looks like this. And quite frankly, sorry about my screen. Like, it's in portrait mode and I don't know how that happened, but this is not what I thought this palette looked like in the pictures. It is way more beautiful in real life than it was in the pictures. It's so pretty. Like, you can see, like, I thought that these colors were like much, I don't know what I thought, I guess. I thought they were a lot more saturated, and I don't know, they just look so cute. This palette's just so much cuter than what I thought it was going to be. So this is the Weird Vibes palette. And then, as I told you guys before, I ordered replacements of Pixie Ring and Real Hot Girl Shift. I don't know. I'm not positive yet, but I don't really care for the new component of the Notoriously Morbid Lippies. I feel like the doe foot doesn't really lay down the product the way that the old ones do, but maybe, I don't know, because I haven't tried these Mystic Mattes. These are like my tried and true, like, Old Faithfuls. So, like, I'll know for sure if I really like the component. But it is a different component, and I feel like the old components really laid the product on well, and these ones have just it just, like, the doe foot just is a little, lays things on a little more sparse. So I'll probably be using these with this, you know, within the next day or two filming. So what are the new releases that you guys are like totally crazed about right now? Tell me everything. I'm busting out my trusty listy poo. Bringing in the list. Why do I keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results? I must be an addict. I also have, oh, what the heck? Good evening, sweetie. Stella. Oh. Who? So I guess maybe, yeah, I don't know. Now I feel like I'm second guessing myself. Yeah, because I didn't like the sound quality on my video that I uploaded last week, and I don't know. I sat on my mic, and I don't know if it's because I broke my mic or if it's because there's nothing in this room really, like, as far as like to like soundproof anything. So yeah, I guess only time will tell, but I thought about just getting on here and doing a live stream of a Hump It or Dump It, but now I feel like I kind of should do it and edit it. What do you guys think? Tell me. Fuck it. We're going to do it. Hold on, though. Hold, please. Okay. So the thing that I have at the very bottom, and dude, some of these are old news because I still want to talk about them and I just haven't. Oh, sorry about that. I get to jiggle in. So is the Cyborg Choir. So I really wanted that palette and I just wasn't able. Hi, sweetie. How are you, Christy? I wasn't able to get the Cyborg Choir. And honestly, a lot of these, I feel like I'm not positive yet. So the Cyborg Choir, I really wanted it and I really like would have spent the money on it, but I had like so much other shit going on and I probably didn't have the money anyways. So, I, or even if I did have the money, I have like a different priority right now. So, a massive priority actually. My cat scratching the wall. Sorry, guys. So anyways, I kind of saw the reviews on it a little bit later. Um, it's been good. It's, it's been what I needed. It, you know, so yes. Um, Oh, not very inspired with the new releases. Saw that Byredo and ColourPop released a cool tone palette. I don't know who Byredo is, but I think I saw that. And then also ColourPop is releasing a Disney princess something, Beauty and the Beast or something. And hi, same. Okay, so anyways, I'll keep talking about this Cyborg Choir. So, dude, when I saw the like videos of it, I feel like maybe I'm not sad I missed it. I don't know. Did any of you guys order it? Um, did anybody else order the Cyborg Choir? Did any of you get it? Anybody like crazy Adept fans? I'm a fan. I wouldn't say I'm a crazy fan. I'm not like Beatles scream like fan. I really like Adept. I feel like yeah, I really like them, but I'm not like a crazy fan. Like I'm not gonna die if I miss something that I really want by them, you know what I mean? Um, like I died a little bit inside when I didn't get Paint the Town Red by Notoriously Morbid. That like, I left a part of me behind when I left that palette behind, right? Adept is pricey. I mean, pricey's getting so relative to me now. It's like, so here's my thoughts on it. Like right now, currently, there's releases out, a lot of releases that I really like and that I think are really cool. And if I had a bunch of money, I would get them. But also, like, I've gotten to the point where I usually choose, like right now, I have a bunch of palettes in my Hump It or Dump It, and I'm only getting one. And so it is a little pricey, but I'm only getting one out of all of these. So, you know what I mean? Instead of getting like five, I'm only going to get the one because it's the one that is irresistible. I have a priority right now that I don't want to quite talk about yet. And I will be talking about it soon. In fact, you guys are going to be getting like bombarded with all my dirty little secrets here pretty soon. I'm thinking about doing a series of like get ready with me's about telling you guys all the things that I'm sick of, isn't which is not inclusive to what I was just talking about. Like, all these like things that have been happening in the last like year or two are kind of coming to an end. And so I feel like that'll be a really good time for me to tell you guys what I've been going through as opposed to what I am going through. You know what I mean? It's always easier to talk about like your struggles when you're through them. You know what I mean? And so I'm coming to the end of like something that's been a massive fucking issue in my life. And it's almost, remedied. So it'll be a lot easier for me to talk about like the impact that has made. And I'm not trying to be all cryptic or no shit right now. I'm just saying that like, I feel like what's on the horizon for me is like having a lot of get ready with me is like in some way that's actually interesting instead of saying, get ready with me. Like, you know what I mean? I'll title it like something interesting, but, there's a lot of things that I've been like, not everything ain't been fucking just peachy for me. And so I really want to like talk about it now that I'm like moving through it. Yeah, I'm going to for sure. And so that's like coming up like probably within the next 4 weeks or so. But more close to home is I just feel like there's some things that I'm like really sick of, that I just want to talk about. There's just things that I'm sick of. And I think they're compelling. I think people will like the videos. I think it'll be interesting conversation content. And so I think that's on the horizon too. Sorry, I'm just discussing. I already did my makeup today and I really wanted to get on here and talk about new makeup releases, but now I'm like regretting it because now I want to film the video and like be able to edit out. Cause here's what happens when I do live streams, I have no idea what I say. And so when you have a mouth like mine, you don't get to just run it on the internet without fucking knowing what you're without any editing. And so I say the F word a lot. I say "and so" a lot. God, is anybody ever tired of me saying honestly? Honestly, honestly, honestly? Please don't come for me now that you've heard it, you'll never unhear it. If you haven't noticed it before, you will now. But it's like people's like idiosyncrasies and like things that they do like over and over and over again. A lot of people have like a cap on that, and I do not have mine capped at all. Like it's just a thing. So anyways, when I'm live, I'm not to be trusted. I can't trust the things that I say live as much as I can if I can like go through and make sure that I didn't say anything, over the line, because I'm an over the line person. And honestly, I'm pretty respectful for the most part as far as like, well, I wouldn't say I'm respectful. That's not a quality that I strive for. But I will say that I'm tolerant and culturally competent and aware enough of other people's perspectives to keep my foot out of my mouth. On the other side of that is like, I make a lot of really inappropriate jokes and, I don't know. I just am saying like, you can never tell what's going to come out of my mouth. And when I'm live, I have way less of an ability to like navigate that and keep myself safe and keep everybody else safe. And you know what I mean? Like safety first, guys. It's a big safety meeting. So yeah, that's all. So anyways, when I'm doing a hump it or dump it and I'm like going to roast somebody or something, it's like, I don't want to be live and then have no control over how that goes down. But anyways, so the Cyborg Choir, I honestly, I didn't notice. Yeah. No, but honestly, like, I know I've drawn a really cool environment. Like, I have a great group of people on my channel. It's the goods. I got the quality people with like good senses of humor and thick skin and have been around and like everybody has struggles. It's not like, but like, I feel like lately there's been a lot of content posted about this particular thing that happened and kind of just seeing, I don't know, just seeing how people have been behaving in these videos and like, can't relate. That's all. So anyways, yeah, so I have to be like, I do have filters. If I didn't have filters, I couldn't be here, to tell you the truth. People think that I don't have filters and that I'm unapologetic and that I don't like censor what I say. If I didn't censor what I say, everyone would hate me. Just kidding. It's not that bad, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm actually a pretty sensitive person, but I make jokes. That's the thing, is like, I am sensitive, but I make jokes. And so anyways, I was thinking about doing a series, things that I'm sick of. I think that everybody can relate to them. I think that a lot of people are probably sick of it. And so anyways, I think that'll be interesting. Anyways, I'm going to keep commenting because it appears in the chat right now. Yeah. Do that. Girl, don't fucking trip. I love your personality. I'm the same way. No fucking filter. Yeah. That's what I'm saying is like, I've drawn my tribe here. Like my personality and being the way I am and like being fully authentic and like, keep staying as true to myself as I can has really drawn in a cool group of people. So like, I'm not worried about the people that like, I'm not worried about my like subscribers, not that you're mine, but I'm not worried about the community that we've built here on my channel. But I don't know. You just never know. I gotta watch myself. So I saw the videos for the Cyborg Choir and I just felt like it wasn't, I don't know. I felt like the shimmers didn't look like I don't know if I missed out. I just don't know if I missed out. That's all. So, okay, moving on from that. So now I've said it. That's it. Okay. Now, I, Made by Mitchell released these little shitty ass quads, and I don't know if you guys saw them because Made by Mitchell actually comes out with new launches and new releases quite frequently. But he launched these little tiny quads, and it's been a really long time since he launched eyeshadow palettes. And I'm not going to lie when I say I was pretty disappointed that they're quads, you know what I mean? And they're weird shaped. So, like, it's not like you can put them in your pocket. What's the point in having a quad if you can't actually put it in your pocket? You know what I mean? Like, I could see having a 4-pan eyeshadow to put in your pocket to go to the bar or, like, I don't know, touch up your makeup when you're drinking and your makeup is smeared down to here and you look like total ass. Like, I could see needing a quad in that situation, but like, okay, they are. Okay, so are they going to restock that? The Cyborg Choir? That's what I wanted to hear. I wanted somebody to tell me what the fuck is the truth. Are they like pretty much the same, like Adept shimmers? There's like some really sparkly ones, but then there's like a few like super shifters, like Shanita Mario. I love that name, honestly. I hope that's how you pronounce it, but I love the double L in Spanish. I'm assuming that it's Spanish. Yes. Yes, they're supposed to. Oh, but didn't Adept just slip in another release? I don't know. I haven't seen it. When I put them on, my eyelids were fucking glowing, literally. Do they shift? Are they shifty? That's what I feel like that's like what I'm more inclined to be like. I like sparkly shadows. Don't get me wrong. Like I like sparkles, but I really like shifts too. So, I mean, the I'm just grown accustomed to them. You know what I mean? Shifts. I mean, I've just grown accustomed to them. Some people don't even care for them. Like, make me up, Miss. Oh, girl, you know it's Spanish. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't like acting like I knew something and then like sound like a fucking idiot, you know. But yeah, Mario, I love that. I love the double L in Spanish. I just think it's cool. You know what I mean? Okay. So, anyways, having said that about the Made by Mitchell, and they look like this. I don't know if you guys saw them here. Let me just give you guys a little. That's what they looked like, and there was 3 different ones. I think there was a pink one and a brown one. Um, I like the color story. It reminds me a lot of those colors in the Head in the Clouds, or no, Feet on the Ground. I think is the one that had that uh, like caustic yellow and that like dark teal green mixed together. If you guys looked on my Instagram, you would see that I did a look using those colors when I first got those palettes. And I love that combination, but it's like quads, total disappointment. Like I said, now having said that, Made by Mitchell has actually been launching a bunch of really cool shit. And if I had like unlimited funding, I'd probably go on a Made by Mitchell fucking spree. That big curve case that he came out with, dude, I want those curve cases, dude. They are badass. And I know that they will make your skin look so good. But those new curve cases have sparklies. They have sparklies in some of the colors. And so you could use them as glowy blushes. You could use them as a lip with sparkles. So anyway, so what you're saying is I did miss out on the Cyborg Choir. And I mean, honestly, like I feel like I kind of missed out on it, but then I was like, I mean, there was nothing I could do about it. So that's it. You know what I mean? And if I was to get it again, like if they restock it and I was to get it again, nobody's going to really care about it at that point. You know what I mean? So it's like people do care about it. Honestly, people watch my videos, but like when things first get launched, you get views of like a shitload of people that aren't even subscribed to your channel just because they want to see that. And so that's that's goals, you know what I mean? Like it's not the only goal, but it's goals sometimes. So like I could use any palette to continue to build my relationships with you guys. Like I could do Get Ready With Me, as I could do whatever, and like it would build relationships. Like getting those new views and like kind of growing your channel is like about like releasing content about something that somebody who doesn't know who you are is going to be interested in with or without you, right? And so then they're like, oh, I really want to watch more videos about the cyborg choir. And so then they click on my video and then they're like, oh my God, this bitch never stops saying fuck, I cannot watch this shit, can't watch it around my kids, totally inappropriate, and then they're not for me. But then every once in a while they're like, oh my God, there's no one like this girl, like I love you, I just subscribed, I love you, da da da, I'm so glad I was looking up the cyborg choir, you know what I mean? So like that's less likely to happen over time as a palette gets like older, you know what I mean? More sparkly than shifty, you had me swatching that shit. That's what I kind of thought, because normally I feel like, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like maybe I have this idea in my head about sorry, thinking of Lethal Cosmetics and some with Something Grove. Yeah, that's a new one, right? It's pretty cute. It's cute. I don't even have it on my hump it or dump it list, but it's cute. The reason why I don't have it on my hump it or dump it list is because I basically like given up on Lethal. Like they're not a brand that's like interesting to me either way. Like they're not catching my attention with me going, oh my God, look at this fucking stupid thing that Lethal Cosmetics came out with. They're not stupid. Their launches are great. Their color stories are usually really good. People love them. They have a big following because they're so great. They have their own personality. They have their own blend. Like they're doing the deal, right? So like, I don't have anything bad to say about Lethal, but I don't have anything really great to say about them either, because they just aren't on my radar. However, that new palette is cute as fuck. So don't misunderstand me. I think that new palette is adorable. A super cute spring summery color story. I just checked the Adept what. Oh, they are? Girl, I can't with that right now. I literally just checked today. I can't right now. I just checked today. No, I actually did just check today. That's so weird. Cyborg choir. It says add to cart. I swear to God, I just checked today and it said notify when available. Am I tripping? No, I don't think I am. I'm pretty sure I checked today on this. Damn. Man, I love that palette. So, anyways, I have a priority right now where I'm like, I have to direct like all my funds. Like, if it's not like, you know what I mean? If it's not like holding onto my dick and like jerking me around, like I can't right now. So, like, I'm gonna tell you guys. Well, I'll wait to tell you guys. I just checked the Adept. Okay. Okay, so the other thing is, yeah, so Made by Mitchell has a lot of really cute shit in those curve cases, and like those, he just came out with a new blush, but it's actually a highlighter, and it looks so pretty. And he's like coming out with these like little mystery bags or whatever, like little gift bags or whatever. So I don't know, he's doing some really cool shit. And if I had like, you know, if I only had to focus on makeup as far as like what my expenditures were and what my like, you know, direction of funds, direction of energy, direction of attention, direction of focus, if all I had to do was makeup, I would definitely be like getting on some Made by Mitchell, even though I said like recently that he was boring, even though I said recently that, you know, I feel like, you know, he's kind of got an exclusivity that doesn't really, that has kind of counted me out. It's those curve cases, man. And so if I was going to order 5 curve cases, I might as well throw a blush in, you know what I mean? And also his new lip colors, there's some sparkly pink ones, and I wonder how they smell. And if they smelled good, then they'd be tits, you know what I mean? So anyways, I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Okay. So the next thing is the Moon Shroom by Lunar Beauty. here's the thing. Love the name, love the theme, love the color story. It's beautiful. And also, it is giving Groovy Garden. I mean, come on, it really is. I don't think that's a purely a coincidence. It happens all the time. One palette comes out with a certain color story, and then like 5 palettes come out with the same color story. And oh, thank you. Oh my God, thank you so much. My special rock. It was right where you said it was. Uh, no, it's okay. Honestly, it's late, and I have no idea how late it is where other people are. I just wanted to get on here and interact and like put, get something up because I was having sound quality issues, and so I thought, fuck it, I'll just do a live stream and do my hump it or dump it on live stream. Also, you guys don't have to wait for me to edit it if I do it live. So the other thing is that if I talk about new releases with you guys, I want to know what you guys are saying about it too. Like, I want to know what you guys are thinking about the new releases, but I also want to know what you guys think about things that you've already gotten. Like, did I miss out on the Cyborg Choir? Like, did you guys get the Moonshroom? Okay, so here's what it was cute. You see a cute release, and at first you're always like, I'm getting that. I'm fucking getting that. I've never bought anything from Lunar Beauty. Not for any reason. I just haven't. I don't buy everything in the world. You know what I mean? And quite frankly, there's been a lot of times since I've started my channel that I have a hard time just keeping up with the things that I cannot live without. So, you know what I mean? The reason why I didn't pull the trigger on this, because I do love the color story that much. I do love the theme that much. I love everything about this, is the shimmers looked a little boring. Like, they just look like regular shimmers. Sorry. I'm just saying they just look like regular shimmers. And at this point, I don't know. I don't know if they're shifty or what the deal is, but you know what I mean? I felt like, and I feel like the videos that I've watched people do looks with, for one, I feel like everybody's done the exact same look. I mean, or close to it. And for two, I don't know, the shimmers just don't, they just like they look like they leave a little to be desired. Did anybody get it? Never bought from Lunar also. Heard their lip oils were good. It's a very neutral leaning palette. Yeah, Zelda. So, I mean, it was like a story it was like a color story that was compelling and interesting. And even though it has a whole top row of like browns and yellows, which they're cute. I mean, they're fucking cute browns and yellows. Seriously, that purple on the bottom left-hand corner. So the Lunar Beauty, I'm sure you guys have seen it. Sorry. This isn't going to work out that good. But here, let me see if I can find a better picture. I for sure can. Lunar Beauty. I'm not even following Lunar Beauty. Oh, let's watch a reel. Then we can. It's gone. So that like purple, that dark purple down in the bottom left-hand corner right there. That one looks like so rich and beautiful, but I don't know. Like I say, the shimmers just looked a little like so. Hold on. Hold, please. I got to get back to my list. Okay. There we go. Okay. So Tracy's Powder Room came out with Fairies Lost Treasure. And this was a while ago that they like sneak peeked that. And honestly, they still don't have a color story. And I've been like getting on here. Hey, girl. Not that I know anything. Wait. I really like Lunar Beauty. His formula is so good. Yeah, I've never tried it. Oh, you did order the Wildwood palette. I heard Betty Jeans has a lot of good things to say about that. I've never tried Alter Ego, and I don't really care for Natasha Denona's color stories. So for them to do Natasha Denona's color stories, to me is like it like cancels it out. It's canceled. It looks like something else. Ace Beauté Paletology. Oh, I think you're onto something there. Yeah, I think you might be right. So I think it's cute. I just felt like the middle row of shimmers looked like left a little to be desired. That's all. I'm sure they're very good. I'm sure they look beautiful. I've heard they were super sparkly, but I want something a little more than just sparkly. I want one color to be 15 colors. It's not shifty or sparkly to me. Not that I know anything. No, not that you don't, dude. Everybody loves the Lunar Beauty formula. Everybody raves about it. I'm sure it's very good. I just haven't tried it. Um, you know things. Hey, nobody's an expert on us except ourselves. We're all experts on our own opinion. You know what your own opinion is. It's like that's what we're all doing here is like our own opinion. You know, it's it almost bums me out that like everything that people love, like I try it and I'm like, meh, meh. And it's because it's my opinion. I can't tell if it's because I have a fucking disease of perception or because it's actually really not as good as everybody says. And so I'm constantly like mulling that over. Like, does everybody say it's good? And they, or do they really think it's good? And it's, you know what I mean? Or are they just saying it's better than it is? Or why does everybody love this and I don't love it? Like, what's wrong with me? You know what I mean? Do I have a nasty disposition? Like, it's always this thing, right? It's not shifty. The mats are pretty though. Yeah, they are super pretty. The color story is cute. I'm really grateful that I got the Groovy Garden right before that came out because I feel like the Groovy Garden really like, hit the G spot on that as far as like what needs that palette meets. Right. Totally understand. Yeah, it's like, dude, people like what we think is good is what we think is good. I have friends who think that ColourPop is good. I'm just assume wipe my ass with ColourPop. Like literally, I pray for a time when ColourPop actually comes out with a palette that I'm like, oh my god, I really want that, and I'm gonna buy it. And then I use it, and I'm like, fuck, I've been missing out this whole time. Listen, I am waiting for a brand to sweep me off my feet. Like literally, Ensley Rain came in and just swept me off my feet. You know what I mean? They just swept me off my feet. Alien Cosmetics, I discovered Alien Cosmetics, swept me right off my feet with pressed glitters. I fell in love with Unearthly with pressed glitters, and it was Alien. Notoriously Morbid. I was thinking recently, like, Notoriously Morbid is bringing something totally different because the things that I'm starting to really like in a palette, like Notoriously Morbid doesn't really do those things. You know what I mean? Like I'm really starting to like to get palettes that are magnetic palettes. But I don't give a fuck what Notoriously Morbid ever does. If they keep doing what they're doing, I will never, ever, ever stray from them. You know what I mean? I'm just like a part of the fucking Notoriously Morbid cult. So it's like, and it's not because of, you know what I mean? It's not because of anything. It's because I love their shadows, love their color stories, love their everything, love their brand, love their company, love the people that are working for them, love their content, love the way that they post shit up. And it's like regular people, you know what I mean? And their formula, their matte formula, so different than anything else. And you know what I mean? It's just like everything about them. And also everything about them is kind of counter to like what I like usually like gravitate toward, right? Um, there are some good alter ego shades. Yeah, honestly, like I feel like there probably is. Like, um, I just haven't tried them just because the color stories don't really speak to me. And also, I mean, I don't know why, just because you know, like have said before, like if there's 5 palettes being launched and I have $70, you know what I mean? And there's one palette that I can't live without that's 68. I'm not going to get 2 palettes that are 35. Do you know what I mean? Like that's not a thing for me. I would rather get the one thing than try to like, get something that may or may not like I like to go for the sure thing. That's the other thing is like I want to go for a sure thing. Like that's not always the case. Like sometimes I have a little bit of money to, throw around or whatever, like not usually, but like sometimes I do and I'm just like frivolous and I try something new. But normally if I'm going to spend money on a brand that I've never tried before, I know I know in the pit of my soul that that palette is going to rock my fucking world. And that is the only way that I want to spend money. I know I'm an influencer. I know like I'm supposed to get on here and I'm supposed to be like, oh, and trying these products for you guys to tell you. But like, that's just like a small piece of it. Like there's brands that I know for a fact that every single time I film with them, I'm going to be so excited. They're going to be so good. I'm going to be proud to tell you to get them. They're a no-brainer. They are a sure bet. I know for a fact that if you get these palettes, you're going to be totally happy. Melt? Fuck, that's 50-50. Like some people love them, some people hate them. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, if I tell you that a Melt palette is really good, which if I thought the palette was good, I would tell you that it's good. But like, in my heart, I know for a fact that like there's going to be a lot of people in the comments going, you know, Melt never works for me. I always have problems with Melt. Da, 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 da. So you know what I mean? Maybe they need a stop. We're not going to go there. No, they don't need. Wait, they do have square pans. Come on. Okay. Katie, did you say you were thinking about comparing the old and new formula for the Ensley? I am definitely going to do that. So I posted up a picture on my Instagram of what the old color story looks like. They're like top to bottom. There's a flower moon and a strawberry moon, and they're like, sorry, I'm just glazing over the AI generated art thing. Like, here's the deal. I'm actually going to do a video on AI generated art. And so we're going to have like mad conversations about like this, like, conflict that we're having, and like everybody's going to get to state their opinion. So the reason why I'm glazing over that comment is not because I don't want to speak to it, but more because I want to speak to it a lot. And so I don't want to do that here. I want to do that in this video that I'm going to create. So anyways, it's going to be exciting, and I'm looking forward to your comment. T Fuller, what does T stand for? Can you please tell me so that I can like refer to you by your name? If you don't mind. If you don't want to put it on, then you don't have to, but I feel better if I like at least have something. Should I just call you T? I had a boss named T. Okay, so anyways, there's this fairy's lost treasure. Tiffany. Awesome. Yeah. Tiffany. I had to do that because sometimes I just like say things and they aren't really in my brain at all. You guys know. I'm sure especially I'm not like trying to like genderize or anything, but like I feel like women, we've always got so much on our minds that like sometimes we'll be like answering our kids and like cooking dinner and like talking on the phone and actually like Instagram scrolling all at the same time. So it's like we'll be like, and like nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah, you totally can. Wait, what the fuck did I just say? You know what I mean, right? I love Davina as well, and I love the person. And honestly, I wonder if she's actually going to get on here. So yeah, the Lunar Beauty was a pass for me. And the Fairy's Lost Treasure, I've just been like kind of like, I've never tried Tracy's Powder Room, but whenever I see a fairy palette, you know I'm going to be investigating that shit. Dude, I suck at multitasking. Everybody sucks at multitasking. Like, it's you know what I mean? Like, everybody's like, oh, I'm a multitasker. No. We're just not giving anything our full 100% attention. So we're never present and nothing's ever actually getting like the most we can give it. We're just all doing the best we can, right? If your mother-in-law calls and your kids are asking for dinner and you're cooking at the same time as the cat like jumps and climbs up the curtain, rips the curtain rod down, and like somebody asked me if like the cats are out of food and I'm like, no, the cats are out of food, or like whatever. It's like we just do the best we can. There's a lot going on, you know what I mean? So that's what we do. So okay, I do want to talk about the Spring Magic palette by Unearthly Cosmetics because I didn't get it. So like I was just like going through crazy town. Everything was nuts. Deandra is so nice and cool. And I love Davina and I love everything. I love everything about it. The quality, the shifts, the themes, Deandra, the name, everything about it. It's like indie as fuck. I love Divina Shadows. They're so great. I would like to have more of them. I want those mermaid palettes. Arr. Speak of that to no one. Let's just keep that one between you and me. They did a study. No one really multitasks. Right, exactly. We just are like halfway focusing on something and then flipping and flipping and flipping. And what is true for me as I'm thinking about it right now is not that I'm multitasking. It's that I have an inability to control my thoughts. So what I need to do is pay attention to this and then pay attention to this. And then if something happens, I need to be like, hold, please. I need to focus on this. But instead, we're kind of all running on default, or me, I'm running on default. And so I'm driving down the street. I have no idea how I got somewhere. I'm like, checking my notifications. I'm looking at this car wreck. My kids asking me questions. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do for my content tonight. Like all these different things. Nothing is actually getting my attention. And so I don't know how other people do when they multitask. Like I'm sure, people are like, no one actually multitasks. And I'm sure that some people do. I'm sure that some people do and they function and they're just fine. For me, multitasking actually means that nothing is getting any of my attention at all. Like I'm living in la la land. I'm not connected to anything. I'm not getting any results. I'm living in a fucking thought realm that's not present, not engaged, not effective. So I might be moving my mouth and like doing all these things and driving the car, but like I'm not actually doing anything. I'm like running on default. Most of the actions that I'm taking are like so habitual that I'm not thinking about them at all. And I get to towns and I don't even know how I got there when I'm in my car and shit. Right. Okay. Right. Tiffany. Yeah. Yes, girl. Spring Mat. Yeah. So I didn't get it. So I am hoping that I get it in PR. I'm not like desperately hoping, like begging or praying that I'm getting it in PR. I am thinking that maybe I will, hoping that I will, because if I don't, and I have to jump on that second pre-order, it's going to be quite some time before I get it. And I don't prefer that. That's not my preference. So if I don't get it in PR, I will be getting the blush palette, but that won't really be for you guys. That will be for me because like they finally came out with the glowy blush. I've been asking her to make glowy blush literally for years when she says, what should I come out with, you guys? What product should we do, you guys? Every single time for years, I have been in the comments, glowy blush, glowy blush, glowy blush. And she finally came out with one, and I'll be damned if I'm not going to get it. You know what I mean? But that won't be for video content. That will be for my pleasure. You know what I mean? So for my pleasuring. So hopefully everything just works out for the best because I really want that Spring Magic palette and I really want to film with it for you guys because there's so many good fucking looks in that. So anyways, I'm kind of at an impasse with it because I don't know exactly. So I'll probably find out when they ship out the first pre-order. Usually if it's not a mystery box, I can pretty much set my watch on that I will get the palette in PR. I might not get the rest of the collection, but I will get the palette. And so I just have to wait until the first order starts shipping to see what happens. But normally, if it's not in a mystery box, it comes out in PR. So hopefully I will have that for you guys. I don't know. Like I say, I'm in a position where I can't really make a decision about it. The only decision that I have made is that I fucking love it. I love it. I love it. I loved it from the moment I saw it. I love the blues. I love the pinks. I love everything about it. It's just, and you can tell there's all those special shifty shadows and the color story is actually big, which I love the way it's been the way it's been going down lately. But you guys know I love bigger palettes. Like the bigger the better. Size matters to me, bitch. You know what I mean? Like I fucking love big palettes. So I'm just kind of lying in wait, right? I love the purple shade in the blush palette. Oh my God. My unpopular opinion, Unearthly was just okay for me. I bought the box with the bugs on it. That was the Resurgence. That was the Heather Austin collection. Am I wrong? And it was $20 shipping plus $60 for it. I just bought an expensive box. Are you talking about the Heather Austin collection? The collab? Tiffany? Definitely a markup with the shipping. So, yeah, I didn't get that. I didn't care for the color story that much. It didn't, it just didn't seem that. I'm not like trying to throw no shade. I just like saw the color story and it didn't look like that. It didn't look, it just didn't do it for me. That's all. And like that's okay. Like I don't have to love every single, palette that a brand comes out with. I do love every little thing she does is magic. Like Amanda, every little thing she does is magic. I love that collab for them. I just didn't like find it. I also didn't love the Hauntingly Glamorous palette until it was too late. You know what I mean? Like now I wish I had it. Okay, wait, I kind of accidentally did this. So yeah, that was a thing. Definitely. Oh, so I can't really speak to, and I'm not going to like try to make excuses or like try to explain why things are what, but I do know that, oh, that wouldn't even matter by now. Did you use a discount code? And the shipping was, oh, discount codes won't work on collabs. $20 shipping. Oh, for the box. Yeah, I honestly don't know anything about it. I feel like I paid like $15 for shipping for this, maybe not. But like if I have it, I buy the boxes. Like I spend my own money on these. That's like a thing. I use my own discount code for this one. So I have no shame about it. Like if I can buy them, I do. And also if I don't want to buy them, then I don't. You know what I mean? I didn't get Paint the Town Red. I didn't have any money, but if I would have, I probably still wouldn't have got it just because it didn't feel like a massive priority to me, but I still wish I had it. Now, if the Boohoo palette came out right now and I was broke as a joke and I like have this like goal that I'm like focused on that I'll tell you guys about in like 3 or 4 weeks, and like the Boohoo palette came back out, I would suck their dick for that palette. You know what I mean? So there's like certain things where it's like you got to know where your priorities are. Like, what would you do for this palette? So like the Boohoo palette, definitely feel that way about it. Like I'm so bummed out that I missed it. I've literally been bitching about missing that palette for like 2 years now, or at least a year and a half, but I think it's been like pretty much 2 years. So yeah, I've been like doing them. I love the purple shade in the blush palette. Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure I'm caught up. Okay. So, hopefully I'll be getting that, and I don't know what my decision is going to be on that just because of the length of time and kind of where I'm sitting as far as like this thing that I have to do. Like it's not a choice, like it's not a decision. But ooh, girl, look at that. There, let me see if I put it right up there. Will it be all blurry? There we go. Look at that. Both of them, just fucking beauties. A thing of beauty. Damn, that blush palette. Ooh, that gets me hot. Okay, here's the thing. This will be out in a timely fashion. And this is the thing. This is the one thing. The Secret Garden palette by Bella Beauty Bar. I'm definitely not missing out on this. So there is something I can do about it. I do have, a resource to tap to get this. Like I am definitely getting the Secret Garden by Bella Beauty Bar. That was another one. I just so happened to get the right palettes at the right time, and they just swept me off my feet. Bella Beauty Bar just like took my breath away, romanced me, wined and dined me, gave the best head, all good, right? So I definitely want this. And also like, I feel like this is like an adequate, like, I feel like this is like the Pastel Garden, only only dimensional and like a little bit better. And people were like, "Oh, that big patch of pinks, it's like 6 pinks. I could do without that." And I'm like, "Bitch, I love that fucking patch of 6 pinks. I'll take 6 pinks all day." I mean, everything about it. And it's a pink and green palette. You guys know it gets a little weird for me when I get pink and green palettes, and then I'm like, "Oh my god, that's so cute. I need it." And then I like have it in front of me and I'm like, "What the fuck am I supposed to do with this?" So, I've already been kind of working that out in my mind how I was going to like tap dance around that pink and green issue that I have. Okay, I just want to make sure. So, yeah, like the Secret Garden is a for sure thing, period. Okay. Wait, is the Sigma Cool Neutrals palette, is that the one that everybody got at the Friends and Creators event? The Sigma Cool Neutrals palette? I'm just gonna hold while somebody answers me. I'm holding.
Hey,
Holding.
hey, can I use your food stamp card to get creamer and I'll get their cat food?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in my wallet.
Where is your wallet?
I'm filming live. Like I'm live streaming in front of the whole world. Hold on. I don't know where it is.
Okay. I'll just
Hold on. I don't know where it is.
That's all right.
Look on the counter. Sorry. So anyways, nobody knows the Cool Neutrals. Hello? What have I done here? It's not that cool neutral. It doesn't look cool tone though. Yes, at Creators and Friends. Oh, my connection is slow. Word. Your background reminds me of Beetlejuice. That's why I put it up in the first place. Hi, Marsha. Yes. Oh my God. What the fuck? Everybody's here? Did you guys all just show up? Yep, that's the Heather. Dudes, what up? I missed the Boohoo palette. I was so pissed off it never comes back. I'm snatching it up. Same. I want the Spring Magic palette. Yeah, yes. Your background reminds me of Beetlejuice. So I actually got this background because when the Beetlejuice collection launched by Melt, and it looks a lot better. Like it looks like not that good right now. For one, it's been folded in a drawer for a really long time, but I love it when it's this with like pink all around it. But when I have my camera, you can't see anything on either side of it. But you know what I mean? It just looks a little better. But when I have my laptop, it has like a wide like view so you can see like whatever how it is. So anyways, yeah, I actually saw the Cool Neutrals palette on Betty Jean's video and I thought it looked really great on that video, but now I'm looking at it on Instagram and it doesn't look that great at all. Like it doesn't look cool at all. So like I'm like, wait, is this the same palette or did they come out with two? But they didn't. This is the same one, right? I'm at a sneak peek. I think on Instagram there's going to be a Summer Magic palette. Yeah, I'm sure there is. So hopefully I won't miss that one. But honestly, I don't want to miss out on the Spring Magic. Like I don't. Like then what? I would have the Fall Magic. Then there'll be a spring, whatever. I don't know. I just want to have all the seasons. I don't want to be out a season. What the fuck? Mm-hmm. My connection is slow. What the? I didn't even realize that. Yes, at Creators and Friends. Is my lips, am I back? Is my lips moving at the right time. New Beetlejuice movie coming out soon. I can't wait. Yeah. Yes, at Creators and Friends. It doesn't look cool tone though. No, it's not that cool neutral. Some warm. Yeah, I think so. Yes, that Sigma palette is the one. Yeah. So, anyways, I saw it and I was gonna like roast it, but then I saw Betty Jean do a video of it and liked it. But now I'm looking at it and I'm like, why? That's not the same palette. Okay. So, anyways, so we won't roast it. It doesn't even matter. It's a cool neutral palette. Like, yay. So, okay, the Unearthly Aura palette, like a lot of people got confused about the Unearthly Aura palette. It's a notoriously morbid palette. It's called Unearthly Aura. They posted this like a ways back. Did we discuss Melt's next launch? I am geared up to be disappointed and maybe buy it. It's already launched. It went on sale yesterday. I got both recent Nomads at $20 off for Earth Day. That's why I didn't get any of the Notoriously Morbid Spring, etc. palettes. Oh, because you didn't want to be asked out of season. Way to think ahead. I don't like the Sigma palette either, but I did when I saw it on this one video. But I feel like the colors look different on that video. So who knows? Who knows why that happens? But anyways, so this came out and I was like, what the fuck? So I've been like on Notoriously Morbid's website, like every single day, like what's going on, and so yesterday I commented on it and I was like, hey, when is this releasing? And they said, it was like way later in the evening, and they said, it's going to be the end of this month. We're getting PR ready right now. And wait, so hopefully I'll be getting this in PR. So then today they posted three or four color swatches, and they are cute. Here, let me show you guys. Oh, those are adorable. What? So that's pretty exciting to me. So hopefully I'm getting that in PR. I think that I probably will. And so that's like, I am very excited about that. If everything works out in a perfect world, I'll get the Spring Magic in PR. Like, you guys will get all the looks. It'll be totally great. I'll get that Unearthly Aura in PR. And so like, I will basically have all my like desires for my content, for my makeup, for my looks for you guys, for what I feel is important for you guys to see to me. Like, if I get that palette and the Spring Magic in PR, and I get the Secret Garden palette, and I have so I just like quickly, I don't know if it's divulging, but another brand that I really like to film and like show you guys content with is a brand that my affiliate link actually gives me credit. So when you guys make purchases, it rocks my world. Like, thank you so much. I'm actually surprised at how many people, like, it's starting to catch on, like my Ensley Rain code and people are using it. But when you use my Ensley Rain code, it goes into my commish goes into a code, and I can actually, that's what I use to, like, I can use it to buy products from Ensley Rain. So I don't have to be like, as long as I keep money in that account and don't go crazy, I have the funding in that account to make sure that when Ensley Rain comes out with new things, I have the funding to make sure that I can get them. So I do have the new Strawberry Moon and the new Flower Moon, which I would have bought with my own money. You know what I mean? Like, that's like not even a thing. So like, when it comes to those brands like Unearthly, Notoriously Morbid, I spend my own money on them. You know what I mean? It just so happens in this case that I at this point am starting to not have to, because I have that account that I have money in from my affiliate link. So those two palettes, there are coming. They're not shipped yet, but I have them on the way. So the new Flower Moon and the new Strawberry Moon. So we don't need to go there. Oh my God, these Rare Beauty blushes. Have you seen? They look pretty. Not as pretty as the Unearthly palette, but they do look very pretty. And then also Go Beyond the Pale and Meet Us at 3 a.m. and the Witching Hour pressed highlighter. this is a notoriously morbid product too, and maybe that's coming out at the end of the month as well. I'm not sure. There's no swipes. Okay, now let's talk about the melt smoke sessions too. Me and actually, okay, I'm sorry. Hold on. I got both recent nomads. Let me just get caught up. I don't like the Sigma palette. That green has me. Oh, for real. It's such a cute green. Like it is so cute. Those look great. Yeah, they really do. They look super cute. I'm pretty sure you're talking about the notoriously morbid colors. Yeah, they look really pretty. You know what? I'm sorry I missed Saint Angels. Me too. Me too. I was I was under the impression that I was going to be getting Steph's Pure in PR, but I had such a quandary, which I actually did a video recently where I talked about that, my quandary because of all the shit that has gone on with St. Angel Sinners and like all of that, that like I was in such a quandary that I thought that the reason why they ended up not sending it to me in PR was because of my playing Johnny fuck around, like, you know, mental masturbation, like sitting there, you know, mind fucking it until I just like pissed it away or whatever. And so, which I was fine with, you know what I mean? It kind of saved me the trouble of having to like go through the, like, you know, debating on whether or not I wanted to film with it or whatever, just because of all the stuff that was going on. Like I said, I actually did a video about it and I ended up not posting it because I kind of, you know, talked about some things that, you know, maybe weren't what wasn't my information to share. Like I'll share anything about myself, but like if it's like, you know, mentions other people or whatever, like I ended up not being able to post it because of, you know, conflicts of interest. I was like saying things that I, you know, were not my place to say. So I want to redo that video and just talk about things that are just mine to say. Anyways, I talked about how much I wish I would have got Steph's Pure, and I thought that the reason why I didn't get it was because of this quandary or whatever. But then I come to realize later on that I actually don't. I think I didn't get it because of how much of a shit show that palette was. Like it ended up like costing her money just to get it because of the shipping. Something went wrong. Blah blah blah. So, um, I have never bought a Sigma palette. When I switched them at Dillard's. They seems when I switched them at Dillard's, they seems. I'm having a hard time deciphering that. When I swatched them at Dillard's, they seemed. Sorry, Kay, I'm about to go to bed. Wanted to say goodnight and wish everybody the sweetest of dreams. Good night, Christy. Thanks for coming on here. I can't wait for the new. Oh my God, it's so cute. Oh, I love those little emojis. They're adorable. Weak pigment. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, Sigma's like, I mean, it's not a brand that I'm interested in. Night, Christy. I'm excited for the new melt palette the most. Oh yeah, so here's what we're talking about. We're talking about the new melt launch. I love it. I know it's going to be good. It's going to perform well. The color story looks super buttery, super beautiful. I felt pretty compelled to get that palette. Like when I first saw it, like I was pretty excited. I was having a conversation with somebody who's on this thread now, but I don't know if she wants me to say like who it was, but we were actually talking about how they couldn't have come up with any better of a fucking name than Smoke Sessions 2, but whatever. What do we know? You know what I mean? There's a million strains of marijuana that are purple and named after something purple. It feels like a missed opportunity. That's all I'm saying. Like, it wasn't really like, it wasn't my idea. I'm not the one who thought about it, but once I heard about it, like, I'm perfectly happy to vocalize it to all of everyone. But anyways, I don't think this is disappointed at all. I think this is amazing. I think it's beautiful. I would get it. The shimmers look a little boring again. And honestly, how many times do I need to buy a melt palette and be like pissed about it? So if I was just going to buy it for content for you guys, like I would, but I have a goal right now, so I have to meet it. So I love it though. I don't think it's disappointing at all. And honestly, I totally would buy this, except I'm not like gushing in my pants over it. You know what I mean? Okay. So we talked about the flower moon. I definitely have it coming. I missed the first flower moon, and so like I'm excited about it. I'm excited they did a remake. It looks like it's going to be better. And also it's got those removed like magnetic pans. So I love that. I just love it. You know what I mean? And then I got the new strawberry moon coming. So obviously the way I feel about that is like I've been chomping at the bit waiting for my account to get up to the number that I needed to get both of these. And so I'm really excited that those are coming. And then let's talk about the new Blend Bunny palette. Okay, it's the I don't know what it's called. Is it called the Ellis Atlantis or it's a collab palette with Ellis Atlantis. Thoughts? You guys tell me what your thoughts are, and I'm gonna go weak pigment night, Christy. Okay. I'm excited for the new. I fucking love purple. Same girl. And honestly, that like lightest shade in there, it doesn't look that light on the skin, but it looks light in the palette. It's beautiful, like this rich, like fucking romantic, like purple mauve beauty. Good night, dear. I ordered the bag, the nails, and the stickers and the palette. Yeah, I'm excited to hear what you think about it, but I know you're going to love it. Good night, Christy. Hi, Lori. How are you? I got Steph's Pure, but I have never touched it. Same with that Kaima palette. I still haven't gotten that Kaima palette. It still hasn't, it like shipped a long time ago, but it hasn't moved. The Notoriously Morbid highlighter palette is already out. Yeah, I thought so. I honestly didn't have enough information on it, and I figured that I think I saw the actual pans on their page, but it's been a while. Marsha, I do the same thing. What? I got Steph's Pure, but I've never touched it. Same with the Kaima palette. Damn it. I don't think so. She was weird inventory. She has weird inventory fuckery. She said it was sold out, but then the photo for the mystery box had it. I do not like mystery box shenanigans. Heard. Yeah. I'm not a mystery box person either. Like I'm not even a mystery person. I don't fucking like mysteries that much. It's 9:54. Okay. Stop, Heather. You made it. I'm almost done. Damn it. Good night, everyone. My sweet dreams. Fuck yes. Okay, what's the fuck yes to? Purple haze. There you go. Exactly. Like there was a lot. Like the people that I was like having this conversation with had like quite a few like pretty decent suggestions. I'm sure if they want to, they'll speak up right now. Total missed opportunity. I know, right? Like I hope the Kaima comes back. Yeah, I hope it gets here to begin with in the first place. I really need to start using your code more. I feel bad when I forget. Don't feel bad. But if it saves you money, like if you're using other people's codes or whatever, that just means they're more ingrained in your brain. But if you think about it, like I love the support, but you know what I mean? If it saves you money, fucking remember. But if you're like using other codes and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like I'm not mad about it. Also, I love it when people use my code. It makes me so happy. I feel loved when people use my code, actually. Like, especially when people use my code for things that I actually just started using, you know? Not excited about the new Blend Bunny palette. It looks like a larger version of Blends. It does. Sorry, Bunny. That looks like a Morphe, some other brand. I don't like Crayola palettes. All the colors. Word. Yeah. Yeah, I'm done with mystery boxes. Yeah, honestly, like they've never really been a thing for me. I have too much makeup, I feel like, to buy mystery boxes and there be like I don't even like there to be if there's 2 or 1 product in there that's something I don't want to have spent my money on it. You know what I mean? Like that's just not. My phone was on mute. First time I picked up my phone since I left you earlier. Well, I'm glad you made it back. I'm actually about to go. Granddaddy Perp, Grape Ape. I know, like all these great names. Like, damn, Heather. Not another Mega Rainbow palette. I'm not using any codes because I'm dippy. Word. I use codes because I'm broke. Oh, the next thing I want is shall we? Same, 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 same. Okay, this was the other thing is like, okay, so when my circumstances shift a little bit, I'm really going to start going that direction. I want those Chinese brands. I want that fucking Chinese indie makeup. I want it on my channel. I want to start like filming content about shit that nobody fucking knows about that like is, you know what I mean? Like it's what I want. It's what I'm going to do. Just because I just find those brands so interesting and so like intriguing. Like I want to know. And also like I want them on my channel because I just want something different up in this bitch. You know what I mean? I'm tired of the same brands getting the same publicity and the same attention, and it's all bullshit. And I mean, I'm not saying it's all bullshit, but you know what I mean? It's like, I just want some different shit. And I think we all do. I think we're all like starving for something different, right? I'm not getting the blends palette. It's been done already. I don't think I'm going to get it either. But the thing about Blend Bunny that's super cool is when you don't get something from them, if you decide to change your mind, you can get it fucking later. You know what I mean? They're like a brand that produces mostly staples. Like they're like a brand like ABH or like, you know what I mean? They're kind of a brand that's like Beauty Bay, or I'm not saying they're like that in their aesthetic or anything, but like in the sense of like they create palettes that just are always on sale. You know what I mean? As opposed to like some of these other brands that we love that create products that once they're gone forever. And it's not because they're limited edition, it's because that's what they do. That's just how they create. They create a palette and it might be permanent, but it might not. So it's like, you don't want to miss that shit if you ever want to see it again, like the Boohoo palette. Sugar Rock, Sugar Rock, Sugar Rock. Yeah, that's some shit right there. I love those palettes. I love those, like the purple and the yellow one. They're just. Oh. I almost bought the Sugar Rock, but you get more for your buck with Ensley. Honestly, I think you get a lot for your money with Ensley, and a lot of people like have some thoughts and feelings about the price, and that's cool. I think that the value that Ensley Rain, I don't know, they just do it for me. So like we all get to decide what's worth it to us. You know what I mean? I got the Shroud Dark Academia when she came back. I actually don't care for Shroud's matte formula. It's just not that blendable for me. I do have a certain way of blending that might be different as far as like, you know, the way that I blend. You know what still makes me sad is no sigil inspired Tammy Tanuka. Tanya, can I get a hell yeah? And with Russia, we will never get it back. That is a fucking bummer. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's actually really sad. It's really sad when our favorite products become inaccessible to us. Marsha, I have that one too. So pretty. Tanya. Are you screaming about the sigil inspired? I was so happy to pick up the Sleepy Hollow. Oh, yeah. It's good. I miss sigil inspired more than I thought was possible. I knew Tanya was going to get in on that. Like, you guys should start a support group. No, real. I am making fun, but you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that is really sad when your favorite fucking brands like Makeup Monsters. Fuck that. It makes me legit sad. Tiffany always say sigil is my spirit makeup. Yeah. Their shit is so fucking pretty. Hell yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I knew Tanya was going to go on a grieving bender right there. It does suck. It fucking sucks. And Sigil Inspired is special. They're a special brand. So anyways, okay, so with the Blend Bunny palette, I don't know how I feel about it, but I also don't have to decide today. But it is a collab. I will tell you this. I feel like a little I just felt a little hint of like letdown or like, when I saw that Blend Bunny did a collab. Because Blend Bunny doesn't really do collabs. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I just felt like, a split second of like some kind of way, like, you know what I mean? But what are you going to do when you're out of ideas and you've already made every single fucking color that there is? And you know what I mean? What are you going to do? You know, I don't know. So I don't know. So like I say, I'm on the fence about the Blend Bunny palette. I like it. I think it's great. Functional. It's a very functional palette. And honestly, in my heart, I truly believe that you could never have too many Blend Bunny shades. I guarantee you there's middle shades for your middle shades in here. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not like you're going to be, it's not like you're going to be filled with regret if you buy this. You're going to have colors that you don't have already. I guarantee it. But I do have a lot of Blend Bunny palettes, and this does seem like not a priority for me right this second. But I've never fucking met a Blend Bunny palette that I didn't love. So any palette that I've ever bought from them, even palettes that was like I was on the fence, like I got the Blends palette. I didn't like the color story of the Blends palette when it first came out. It took me a really long time to get that palette because I was a Be Perfect. Like if I want a palette like that, I'll use Be Perfect. And honestly, I really enjoy Blend Bunny's formula more than Be Perfect's just because of this one incident where I blent this green with this pink, like straight up blended into it. Like I was like having problems with it with the Be Perfect palette. And then I just took the Lure palette and put that pink right over that green. Like it wasn't even fucking like they were meant to be together. They just blend together like peanut butter and ladies. And so I was like, dude, Blend Bunny, there is something special going on here. So that's everything I have. I don't think the blushes look interesting. I don't think that the glowy, it's like a highlighter, but it looks like too pigmented to be a highlighter, but not pigmented enough to be a blush. It's like one of those things. So yeah, the only things in here that I definitely want are the things that I'm hoping to get in PR and the Secret Garden. And yeah, so and it's a different it's a different story if I don't think I am. I'm pretty sure I'm getting Unearthly Aura by Notoriously Morbid in PR because she gave me a little winky poo. So this means we're getting the PR ready, she said. So I mean, how else am I supposed to take that? It'll be okay. I mean, it might have been a he. I don't know if it was a she, but anyways, and normally I would be getting the Spring Magic in PR. So let's hope for the best. You guys fucking put it up there. Rise it up into the universe. Give Katie that PR. It's all right. Either way, like, I don't foresee that I'm not going to have this palette in my collection either way. So, yeah, I just hope it's going to be sooner than later. And I hope it's at a time when I can give you guys content that's going to actually get you fucking fired up and not in fall. Do you know what I mean? That's all. Or the end of summer, which I don't think it actually took that long. Okay, so February, March, April. So it took 8 weeks to get the charmer. It was the Valentine's Day box, and I got it in late spring. So not late spring, middle spring. So it wasn't that long. Maybe it just seemed like a long time because a lot has happened and my whole world has fucking changed since then. Okay. Well, and the bummer with indies is they disappear. It happens with others. And Jewelry Co. on Instagram just went no info. Kinda feels like it could do that. Agreed. I feel like Maggie is the collab. Okay, wait. Who exactly? Is Maggie the owner of Blend Bunny? That's really well said. Did you guys hear that? Tanya said, I feel like Maggie, the owner of Blend Bunny, I'm assuming, is the collab. Yes, that's it. She is the collab. Well, and the bummer with indies. Okay, me too. I only have one Blend Bunny palette, the Dollhouse. I love it, but just haven't gotten any others. No special reason. Yeah, I love the Dollhouse too, but I am gonna say that the Dollhouse is different than the rest of them. The way that the matte pastels perform in that is different than the other ones. So I'm just like throwing that out there. There's a lot of pastel colors in the Dollhouse, and those pastels are just a little bit different than the rest of them as far as the color, the way they go on, how fucking potent they are. They're like straight up potent. It's midnight Eastern Standard Time. Good night, y'all. Nina, thank you so much for being here. I'm actually getting off here too. It's time for me to go to bed too, and it's 10. I'm like, it's like 1 in the morning at some of you guys' house. Me too, Nina. Tanya, I love you. Good night. Yes, just in time to say goodbye. Sandy, dang it. I'll see you soon. See you next Wednesday. The whole Patreon fam is here, Katie. I know it's because you guys know that my live streams are, you know what I mean? We have a lot of fun on these live streams. And honestly, my Patreon and doing live streams with you guys is what has made me love doing live streams so much. Like, they're a good fucking time, man. We get to chat. I get to hear your guys' thoughts. We get to tell jokes. We get to, shoot the shit. Amanda in her live chat today said she was she was sending out the spring magic tomorrow. I know. That's what I'm saying is like it starts shipping this week. So I should find out this week whether or not I have it coming. I don't ever get any kind of notification except a shop notification. That's the only notification I get. Like, I'll just get a notification that I've got 2 palettes coming in the mail or 1 palette coming in the mail or 10 lipsticks. Like, I don't ever get a notification as far as like nobody tells me. I just get a notification that something's on the way. So hopefully that'll be the case. And then I won't have to wait for a really long time to get it. So that's the ideal situation. I'm good with my spring collection and I'm not seeing anything to light my fire. Word. We hope if I can remember my days. I know, Sandy, I actually miss you, girl. Yes, it is my golden girl bedtime. I have the Dollhouse and love it. Yeah, it's awesome. LOL, I meant sending out. I know. I got you. I've deciphered it. I'm going to get Taco Bell. Nerd, you're going to go eat a dirty taco, you lucky bitch. The spring magic artwork is smoking. Yeah, it really is. Good night, you guys. It's been so rough like the last few weeks. I know, Sandy. I know it has. I know I would have seen you if it wouldn't have been. Anyways, I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys soon. I hope you guys love this Hump It or Dump It. I hope you guys got some value about it. I didn't have anything that I really dumped except that Sigma palette, which was like, by the time I fucking actually did the Hump It or Dump It, I was on the fence about it. But I feel like there's a lot of really good launches that I really like a lot. I just don't like them enough. You know what I mean? I really like them a lot, but there's just a few that are like on my wish list. They're like on my Christmas list. I'm like, Santa. Good night. My husband has finished the movie. I should go play with him. Yes, you should. And I hope his neck is feeling better. Love you guys. Enjoy that dirty taco.